Oh, you guys ever just look at the world and say to yourself, why? Just why? Why why this need to go out into the world and treat it like your own public toilet? You ever gone to a bathroom in like a convenience or in like a grocery store or something, like a bath, like you really have to go, like maybe just a piss, and you go in there and the fucking toilet looks like it just went through a shit cleansing, like a literal poop parade. And you ask yourself, you think about the person who caused that mess, and you say, do you act like this at home? Do you act like this in like normal day-to-day life? You just shit so hard that it basically your asshole turned into a power washer and you just clean the toilet with fucking feces? Just think about that for a second. And ask yourselves the question, why? Just why, right? Because when I was at work, there was a moment where there was a guy, I guess, who had written on the wall of my job that said, please stop pissing on the toilet seat. And then right under that, this person wrote, I'll piss on the toilet seat if I want to piss on the toilet seat. And it brought the question in me. First off, what kind of sick motherfucker thinks it's their God-given right to piss on the toilet seat in a public place and force somebody else to clean up their own bodily fluids? Because that's a no-go for me, champ. That's a no-go. I don't understand it. But I guess when you think about it, no, it's still fucked up. Like, you're a disgusting human being. I'm sorry I say it. Like, I don't mean to be rude, but no, I definitely mean to be rude. Fuck you. Okay? And that leads us into today's stories. These are as I was going through it, I was originally like, what theme do I want to do today? Like, what's the theme, right? What's the theme that we wish to pursue in this regard? So I was just thinking about it. I was like, do I want to do more Reddit drama? I mean, there's always drama on Reddit. You're always going to find it, right? But then I thought to myself, man, why don't we just find some strange stories? And I wish I could say that took me all week to figure out. 'Cause no, I was going to do a video game theme story. Even found a new subreddit for it called Stop Gaming. People with r/stop gaming, which is people with video game addictions, it seems like. Or people that have a problem with their significant others or family members or friends that spend most of the time of their day just gaming, you know? I have no problem with you just gaming, but these people seem to have a lot of problems with it. But I was like, are the stories I found really that good? Because I'm not going to lie, some of them were, like, most of the ones I found were not as interesting as I would have wanted them to be. But I figure we're here now, so why don't we do strangeness? Like, I literally opened up the tab, I saw the first story, and I said, weird Reddit stories. Let's do that. And for the fun of it, let us go into unfortunate nastiness. So, oh, no. I may have forgotten the password of my phone. Calm down. Okay, we'll be alright. We'll be alright. And with this introduction, I am Mr. Mask, and I welcome you to sit down with me and enjoy some weird Reddit stories. So this one is from r/overreacting, and this was posted 11 hours ago, and it says, "Am I overreacting? My boyfriend peed on me during sex." And I read that title, and I thought, did you ask for him to pee on you? I mean, there's some people into that weird shit. But then I have to ask the question is, why would you post it if he peed on you and you asked? Like, did it come out, like, was it just a little bit of pee? Or did this motherfucker shower you? Like, full on head to toe in just the goldeny liquid of God's creation. And that's an interesting image to put in anybody's head. So, why don't we figure out if this is a great thing to, if this was a good thing or not. Is she overreacting? I want to find out. I'm going to immediately say, yes, you're overreacting, okay? So what if he pissed on you? So what if it gets you the pink eye? That was a joke. Calm down. If you piss on me, you and I are going to have an issue. Okay, so it starts off like, so basically me and my boyfriend were having sex. Good on you both. And I guess he couldn't hold it. I don't really know, but all of a sudden I feel this weird warm pressure. And it's now dripping out of my vagina! Oh, so he was in there! Oh, okay. Okay, so he's sticking it in there, He's having the time of his life, or she's having the time of her life. I hope so. Maybe maybe it was still disappointing, and this just was the icing on the cake. But question for the women that at all have watched this channel. Like, do you feel full? Like, does it feel full down there? I don't know. That's interesting. That's not interesting. That's horrifying. Oh my God. She's got a porta potty pussy. Oh no. Oh, that's awful. I can't believe I just said that about this poor woman. Okay. So, we'll continue on. I stopped, I know, but it's not a long post, so I kind of feel like the need to insert some shit here to make this a little bit longer. So I thought I was peeing, so I scoot back, and my boyfriend is literally peeing on my bed and on my leg, looking at me like I did something. Dude, you peed, yeah. Motherfucker, what? What? Okay, so, could you imagine that? You back up, and you've got piss just flowing out of your vagina, like you're emptying a cup into the sink, and the guy who fucking did it is just looking at you like, what did you do? What did you do? It just felt so good. It felt so good. He then says he doesn't know why it was such a big deal. Oh, why is it such a big deal? You treated her like your own personal toilet and said, okay, we are boyfriend and girlfriend. That automatically gives me the right to piss in your vagina. Your coochie is a way for me to make my moochie. Okay? So I can't get over it. How do you go into the idea of, I'm gonna pee, I have to pee, let me continue sticking my dick in your vagina, even though knowing that, oh God. Oh, God. Imagine if she was like, she just didn't know what cum looked like, what semen was, and she just immediately she was like, oh my God, what's this white substance? Did you pee on me? why it was such a big deal when we were both gonna take a shower anyway. Because that's fucking disgusting. I couldn't have said it better myself. Okay, so there are things in this world that I don't understand from people. Like, when it comes to their peeing and their shitting. Like, do you guys think that anybody else wants to be a part of that? Like, no offense. Like, I get it's a natural thing. Everybody poops, for anybody who's watching this and doesn't think that everybody poops. But everybody uses the bathroom. But it's not something that I've ever wanted to be in on with somebody. Other people may argue with me about that, may disagree that I want to be a part of such a thing, but hell no! In what world do you sit there and say to yourself, yes, I want to piss all over, on you, in you. I want to feel it. Oh, God, that's fucking gross. That's grody, bro. That's fucking gnarly. Ugh. Oh, God, guys. I don't know. Okay. Top comment, right? Because that's the end of the post. Like I said, it was small, so I wanted to spruce it up a little bit. But he fucking said, baby, he wanted he wanted her to turn her into the Golden Gates, right? Where you just open it, it just sloshes out. Like, okay, that was an unfortunate image I just put in my brain. I'm so sorry for anybody. For everybody, I apologize. I apologize for that. Oh, God. Okay, so top comment with about 1.7k upvotes. Yeah, he should have waited till the shower. Did he clean up the bed at least? That is pretty disgusting. You would think that would be the common sense thing. Babe, not only did I piss in you, I pulled out and I was still pissing, and I peed on your leg, which I'm pretty sure we were both on the bed, so it's gonna get on the bed. Right? Because you have pee on your leg, I was still peeing, and it's in your vagina, which is now leaking out piss. Ooh. Oh, man, guys. I don't... Oh, there are days I'm glad to be a man. There are days I'm extremely happy to be a man, because, you know, I don't... It's liquid. It's liquid. It's gonna get in almost every crevice and every crack and everything. How do you clean all that out? Do you just fucking straight up just with the shower hose or with an actual hose? Oh, God. I've never had to worry about it. Any girlfriend I've had has been able to, I've never needed to know. I've never needed to know. I've never thought to ask. Now I feel the need. I'm going to go to work, or I'm going to go ask one of my friends and ask her, hey, listen, if a guy peed in you, how would you get yourself clean all the way? Oh, that's foul. And it's acid, too. Ooh, that's fucking gross. Oh, no. Ugh, that's fucking foul. That's not okay. Guys, don't piss in your girlfriends unless they ask for it. But even still, I would ask to, like, pee on you. Okay? Just not in you. Oh, God. So OP does reply to this and says, no, after that, he acted like I was the one who pissed on him. What? First off, you didn't clean the bed. You pissed all over it. And you didn't think to clean, to wash the sheets, to hopefully, and hope to God it didn't get into the mattress, it soak into the mattress itself. Ooh, you might owe her a bed. You definitely owe her a bed if it's synced into her mattress. I have no remorse for this dude. Any of you fuckers out there that's like, listen, man, hey, listen, okay, you know, it was an accident, I don't know why she's being so goddamn stingy about this. Fuck you, and you're a moron. I'm gonna take a shit on your bed, and you tell me if you are upset that, And you're upset if I say no and pretend you're the one who shitted it instead. Oh, God. He was saying I was doing too much, and his previous relationships didn't have a problem with it. What? What? How? Huh? Okay. He said I was doing too much. You mean having sex, where you're supposed to feel pleasure, and you usually in sex want to maximize said pleasure. Okay? You want to feel the blissful epiphany of a fucking intercourse. Okay? Listen. Unless you two were strictly fucking to make babies, I don't see why she was doing too much. I don't care if anybody tells me, oh, well, was she overstimulating him? You are having sex. Common sense. Common sense. I know it's hard for you guys to use your critical thinking skills because your parents never fucking gave you any. But, I apologize for that, okay? That was a little too brutal on my part. It's not even like most of you virgins are having sex anyway. But you have a moment where he said his previous relationships didn't mind it. How many girls did you piss in? And what do you mean they didn't mind it? I doubt that. I feel like if we interviewed someone, I want to interview this person's previous relationships because I need to know. How many times did he, like, okay, so he pissed in you. How many times? Were you okay with that? Or did you just accept it? But at that point, if you're just accepting it, I got no way to help you, lady, other than, that's gross. Get away from it. And everybody wonders why ladies sometimes shriek away from the dick. Okay? Why some ladies are going to the other team, okay? Oh, that's fucking foul. I was just appalled because he's never done this to me before, let alone asked me or brought it up. We've just been dry texting. It seems it really turned him off that I'm disgusted by his piss. My guy, I want to slap you. I want to slap you so hard that wherever you learn this behavior from feels it. I want to hit you right there, okay? I want you... we're all humans here. You guys ever, like, piss and it just feels so great? It's amazing. It is. It absolutely is. Relieving yourself, pissing or shitting is such a great feeling, okay? It releases whatever pressures were in your body, and it just goes. And that's fantastic. I swear to God, if any woman, not just men, women too, if any woman pisses on my bed, your ass is cleaning it up. Did we not just go through the other story where I talked about getting fucking bodily fluids on your friend's couch? Huh? Maybe I'm feeling too personally invested in this because I can just imagine what it would be like. And I'm upset for this lady. And I want to smack this dude right in his mouth. Like a toddler. But that's neither here nor there. Let's see what more we've got for the comment section, because there's more to this, I think. That's grounds for a breakup. No fucking shit. No fucking shit. You could get a serious infection because of that. No fucking shit. It's waste. It's dirty. It's all the shit, the non-necessary shit your body didn't need from your food intakes and shit. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm upset. I'm so upset. But then he tried to gaslight you into thinking it was you. Did it work? Did it really work? Let me ask you this. Is it still called gaslighting if it fails? In what world can you, as a human being, think that you can piss on the bed and say, "Nah, baby, you did it"? No, you did it. It comes out of a stream out of all of us, ladies and gentlemen. It's a stream. It's not a fucking flood. Okay? No woman out there is just opening her vagina and they're just fucking oozing piss right out of their fucking pussy. Okay? Calm down. I know there's going to be some dudes that watch this video and think immediately to themselves, well, what did he do wrong? And you make me so sad to be a dude sometimes. You make me very upset that I like having a dick. I can't. Okay. Very obvious red flags here. You know what? This comment is like turning into a philosophical like therapy where he's looking at this lady and saying, "Now, this seems like some red flags." And I'm looking at this, maybe this is just because I'm looking from the outside of it, thinking, no, dee. Normal people talk about their kinks with their partners. What is and isn't okay. As someone here, this could literally count as SA. I didn't think about it like that, but yeah, I could see it. I could see it. Yes, I could. Like, oh my god, he peed in her. Yes. And then didn't take any accountability for it and acted like it was all fucking normal. So yes, I would say if you're not willing to take responsibility, yeah, it could count as some SA there, my man. Now, if you looked at her and be like, "I'm so sorry, babe. I'm so sorry. It felt so good, and I was just so in the Listen, I can understand if you apologize, you groveled, you're on your knees saying, "Babe, please, I'm sorry." And she's just, fuck. Like, that was fucking gross. You're like, "No, I'm so sorry." Okay, I'm gonna start with the puppet show there. I suck. But the fact that he said it like it was her fault, it gets me. It upsets me. It makes me wish that I knew this man. Like, I knew who these people were, so I could turn into Major Payne and just smack this person over and over again. Just constantly. Like, if you guys ever seen the movie Major Payne? Oh, I don't remember the actor's name, but it's the husband from My Wife and Kids. And he goes for a job interview where he's interviewing to be a police officer, and he goes in there and he's like, "Hey," like, they're like, "Okay, figure out how to deal with an abusive husband and a crying woman," and he just smacks the guy. He's like, "Never ever hit her again. You hear me? And he just fucking knocks the poor dude out, the guy who was pretending. Okay? That's what I want to do. Never ever piss in her bed again. Never ever piss in her again. Just, I never know what to do in these situations, guys. I never know. Okay, if he's done this on multiple occasions with different kinks, you need to leave. He's not going to magically respect you. He's already shown you his true self. I hate that this turned into a therapist. He's shown you his true self. Let's imagine this was a microphone. He's shown you his true self, ladies. He's out there, and he doesn't respect you. He doesn't care about you. You need to find you a proper lover, and you need to absolutely get the respect that you deserve. How about, ladies, he pissed in you. Run! Run! How hard is that? I feel like I'm emotionally invested into this story too much, okay? It was a short story, and what are you guys doing? I'm just checking the time. Calm down, alright? You'll be alright. Hey, listen to me. You'll be alright out there. Okay? Be good. Be cool. Wear a mask. It's what I do, okay? So, yeah, and then somebody else posts, agreed this is way more than a red flag. Who would do this without apologizing? Right. Or without consent. Either way, it's messed up. Yes, leave. Guys, leave. So, yeah, that story is a lot. And with that being said, how do you guys feel about your partner pissing in you? Like, is that something any of you would be interested in? Actually, if you are one of the few viewers of mine that do, in fact, love pissing, please write yourself down in the comment. No judgment if you enjoy the pissing, okay? There's no judgment there. I know this whole story just came out as me judging this. This is just mainly fucking around and pissing and shitting in places where in the public where not everybody's going to be okay with it. I know I wouldn't be okay with it either in private or in public, but if you two consenting adults. But if you do enjoy it, can you explain to me your reasoning? Like, I'm kind of curious. I'm not going to lie. Like, what about getting peed on turns you on? Is it a dominance thing? I don't know. Okay. So, let's see here. So this one comes from Bad Roommates, r/Bad Roommates. And for those of you who don't know, r/Bad Roommates is just a subreddit where people just post about issues they've had with their living partners or a particular living partner they dislike. So this comes with the title, Roommate Expects Me to Cover Her Sister's Bills, right? And so, we get a few of these screenshots, right, where OP is saying, thanks. Also, are you home? I need my bonnet back. I'm at work, but I'll get it tomorrow. Hi. Oh, wait, no. This is OP's roommate, okay, that said the thanks and I need my bonnet back. So, OP says, I'm at work, but I'll get it tomorrow. Okay, cool. Hi, I'm splitting this last Wi-Fi bill between us, but once the payment period is over, I'm going to shut the Wi-Fi off or just change the password and we'll be paying 1/3 of the bills like electric and gas to my mom. My little sister is a college student with no job. She's not paying no bills. The Wi-Fi is literally our bill. So what are you talking about? Every bill is our responsibility. Oh, okay, so OP is the blue. Never mind. I was wrong. She's the one who said the bonnet. She says, she lives here and is using the Wi-Fi, so why would I pay that portion? No, because it was the same when Blank was here. He was using the Wi-Fi /electric/gas and was paying. I'm just letting you know. I already let my mom know. I'm sending her 1/3 of the bills, same as for this month's rent I sent her. Okay. So, that's a little weird. That is a little weird. Okay, so OP posts and says, this is so crazy, LOL. I'm already dead. She calls me up 2 months ago saying her sister was getting evicted and she'd be staying with us for a while. I highly doubt she's ever leaving and that she would be covering the sister's portion of the bills. Now she wants to switch up and say, this girl, I don't care what... Says this, girl, I don't care what you're talking about. I'm not dishing out an extra $300 plus a month for someone that I barely know. That's your sister, not mine. Bye. Okay. See, these are the kind of Reddit stories that make me believe that these are all real and that people are just post their random lives on the internet. At least I wear a mask, okay? So, I will say this, from what I had read and what we had seen, it's weird. So there's a reason I placed this here in this story. And it's because your roommate And there is a give and take system. When you become a roommate, there is no special treatment that you, like, if, I'm kind of on OP's roommate side here, and I know that seems weird, right? Because you look at it from a more straightforward point, right? Which is, hey, listen, I have, your sister's here, she's not paying any bills, the Wi-Fi bill has gone up because of it, and I'm not paying that, I'm going to shut the Wi-Fi off or change the password, and yada yada yada, right? So she needs to start helping pay this Wi-Fi bill, or this is going to happen. Or she's already saying, hey, I'm already doing this. Now there's no in and out option here. And maybe I'm in the wrong here. Maybe I'm going to go against the hype train here, or whatever train, the majority here. But the roommate said something interesting about somebody else who did the same thing. So here's my thing with roommates. I live with a roommate. He's a pretty cool guy. I like him. And we always have a thing which is like, hey, we always need to make sure we share everything. If OP had already done this with somebody else beforehand and her roommate was fine with it, then in my opinion, it would be common courtesy for you to give the same treatment back. It's already a kind of bad roommate thought. I know that sounds weird, but think about it from this angle, which is like, I understand a lot of people will be like, well, that's OP's roommate was fine with it. Doesn't mean OP should be fine with it. But at the same point in time, you two are living together, and if you were given common courtesy for the same situation, but you aren't willing to give it back, you're not really a good roommate. That's just me. That's just my opinion. But it's weird to me that you won't give what you received. And that's a lot of people that seem to have this issue. Let's look at the comment sections for a minute. She likely got evicted because she doesn't pay her bills. Roommate sister, do not be surprised when she doesn't pay her bill. Turn off the internet, but also stop handling bills. Pay your third and plan a way out of the situation. If your mom owns the house, she needs to step in. Well, she was evicted, and her sister said, my little sister is a college student with no job. She's not paying no bills. So, edit, lol, they deleted. They were trying to tell that OP that there's no way we knew they were evicted for not paying bills, even though they don't have a job and were confirmed to not be paying bills. I worked and paid my bills during college. It's not that fucking hard. You aren't in class that much. Somebody else says, for real, I had 3 jobs and was in cosmetology in high school when I was 21. Holy shit, 3 jobs. I never went to college. When I got my first job, I ended up getting a second job just to have some extra spending money. And yeah, I paid bills my whole life. That's fine. Put myself through college again for business management in my 30s because I had a great job all that time and could afford living alone and being a mom. Things are a little different now that I don't have the same high-paying job. I have a roommate now, but going to college is not an excuse for not working part-time to pay 1/3 of the bill. 1/3 of the bill? How much is your fucking rent in the 1/3 category? I would love to pay 1/3 of my bill. I would love to pay 1/3 of it. It would be so much fucking cheaper. Anybody looking for a roommate? Anybody? We have central air. We have good heating. We have food. We have an entire extra space down in the basement. The only caveat is you must wear a mask at all times. You have to fit in with the crowd. Okay? And maybe you have to talk in a funny voice every once in a while. I'm not saying those are stipulations. I'm just saying those are the rules. Okay? See, everybody keeps saying, like, okay, LOL, your roommate's logic is college. Logic is college is expensive enough, so other people should pay for other expenses. Hello, what would you like to drink today? I'm in college. Huh? Where's my free dessert? See, I don't see it that way, okay? I kind of see it as, hey, listen, this happened, I did this for you, and I didn't worry about it, but why can't you do the same for me? But, you know what, I will give this here, that in the beginning of the text message conversation, OP's roommate did flat out start off the aggressive thing, and then brought up OP's situation. So, I'm kind of curious to see if anyone brings that up. Okay, so someone says, I'm not sure if I'm missing something here, but my understanding is that your roommate is covering their sister's bills. If that's the case, fine. But if you're paying 1/3 and your roommate is paying 1/3, and then their sister should absolutely be paying their fair share. If that's what you're saying, then no, you're not overreacting. It shouldn't be on you to pay extra. Okay, cool. Okay, so there's that. I didn't even think about it. She told me that she would be paying her sister a portion of bills. I've yet to see her sister contribute to anything. That's not my problem. I will continue to pay 1/3, and my roommate can either pay 2/3, or her sister can get a job and figure it out. Okay, yeah, I think that's perfectly reasonable. And even if they were just staying for a while, I'd expect them to chip in at least a little. But if it looks like they're staying permanently, then you all need to have a conversation about how the bills are going to be paid moving forward. They consume food, water, heat, and electricity. It shouldn't be on you and your roommate to cover all that. Their sister ought to be kicking in. That's a conundrum. I can see it. Hey, listen, I can see it. Hey, this shirt makes me look very chunky. But that's okay. We're okay with that. It's a very big shirt. Okay? Alright, listen, calm down. Alright, I kind of look like a scarecrow when I did that. You know, scarecrows don't talk, but I always imagine them being like similar to like the crows. That tickled. I guess I can agree with that, right? Is it? This might just be me, because. So is it like she has to pay no matter what? You don't want to see her just skirting by, if she's living with you, even if your roommate pays for both their shares, like no matter what, they obviously need to. They obviously need to be kicking in. I agree with that. I also don't. Because, I mean, as long as you aren't being forced to pay more than your fair share, then why does it matter if your roommate pays for both you and her, right? And then also pays, for, like, her sister's food and all that stuff. That's fine. Now, that being said, I will say this: if there is one thing I think that always needs to be kicked in on, is cleaning dishes. She's helping make the mess. She needs to clean the mess. So there's that. But I get it. I do get it. I'm not going to say I don't. But that's just my take on this. A little bit more of a gray area for me than not, and maybe I might piss some people off with my take, or some people may come around to my way of thinking. But that's what I'm here for. I'm here to give you guys some takes that you may or may not agree with, all while wearing a mask and acting with a funny voice. And my voice is funny naturally. Okay. So, let us see here. So, write down in the comment section, would you guys, at all, be okay? That is a good question. If you guys were, if you guys had a roommate, and your roommate had a family member move in, and they were paying their share of the bills, paying both their own share and their sibling's share of the bills, and the sibling did nothing, right? Aside from, like, cleaning, hopefully, doing some stuff around the house. Would you be okay with such an arrangement? I'm kind of curious what you guys would, would that be okay with you guys? I'm kind of curious. Would it? Just write down in the comment section. I'm trying to look through these things. Oh, right. So what time are we at right now? Oh, hey. We're actually doing pretty decent here. So, This one is from r/DoorDash, where everybody writes the most strangest fucking things ever. Okay? Um, so, here is my thing about this story. It's weird. It is pretty weird because they don't specify something in this post that makes no sense. Okay? So, it's titled "Note Attached to My Order." What? And they show a picture, where I don't know if the camera can see it or anything like that, but yeah, it looks like that. Anyhow, it says, "Sorry if I take DoorDash. Sorry if I took a while from DoorDash. When I arrived down your street, it pulled up and showed me its teeth. I felt threatened. This is what I mean. What the fuck is it? What is it? It's confusing, isn't it? I'm not the only one that thinks you need to explain what the fuck it is." It yelled at me, and it yelled at me, "You can't pass down this street." So it's not an animal. You come any closer, I'll turn you to meat. So rude. I actually cried. I saw my life flash. I almost died. Is this a goddamn poem? Wait, hang on. When I arrived in your street, it pulled up and showed me its teeth. I actually felt threatened. It yelled at me, "You can't pass down this street. You come any closer, I'll turn you to meat." It's a fucking poem. I didn't even realize that when I first fucking saved this. When I looked at this and I read through it, a little bit of it, I didn't realize it was a poem. This motherfucker's writing poetry about fucking how much he hates delivering in this street. A DoorDasher writes a complaint to the person about something going on in their neighborhood. First off, what DoorDasher is expecting the person they're delivering to deal with this situation on their block? Okay? So rude, I actually cried. I saw my life flash. I almost died. Oh, I'm gonna do this great. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. Let's restart, okay? Let's Dr. Seuss. When I arrived down your street, it pulled up and showed me its teeth. It yelled at me, "You can't pass down this street. You come any closer, I'll turn you into meat." So rude, I actually cried. I saw my life flash. I almost died. Please have a word and let them know Dashers have to bring orders. Who is it? Who's them? Who's them? Some weird ass militia HOA? Are they coming down? Are they threatening you? It's like, you come into my neighborhood, into my gated community, and you think you can just bring a food order? I need some identification, please, sir. Okay? You all are gonna rue the day you messed with the HOA militia. Okay? I didn't report your street for threats this time, but if it happens again, I'll have no choice. It's too dangerous. Hope your food was great. It's not your fault the street is protective. Don't worry, I know you didn't raise it to be like that. The fuck? Do you see what I mean? Why this is weird? It makes no sense. What do you mean didn't raise the street to be protective? Who are you? Okay, let's get into the actual post here. A few weeks ago, my DD order was dropped off with this note attached. I have no idea what it's about. It sounds like they encountered a mean dog or something. But we don't have a dog, and our neighbor's dog just died. So anyway, I tried asking DD to contact the driver and asked what the threat was, since they said they'd report my address as hazardous next time. Instead, the DD rep said they'd file a complaint against the driver. When I told them that was not my intention, they just repeated The same thing, close the check. I figured I'd share the note here because it's so odd. It is! Dude, it's so odd. Okay. So I just looked at the first comment. I'm so sorry I stopped, but we're going to stop, and I'm going to put a fake name on this person. Just because it seems that we found out who is the artist of such an amazing note. Okay. Okay, so was your driver named Summer? Say that with a fake name. Edit. Oh shit, I just saw Baker and her name is on it. Yeah. Bailey Summer is a local artist. Again, that one was quotes added by the commenter, who is trying to add weird poems and art cards to garner interest in her art page on Facebook. She's deaf, as noted on the card, so she brings along a partner who helped hand these out. She calls the art cards spirit animals. They apparently DoorDash from 6 p.m. to 3 a.m. Search for DoorDash in any of the local Facebook groups, and you will find her. She's definitely a weird person, and her ramblings and art is certainly something, not my thing, but harmless. I'm a dasher that delivers in Inwood, Martinsburg, and Winchester. I also order DD myself. I've had Summer as my driver before. Didn't get a handwritten note, but I did get a few odd messages sent to me. I ignored them because I had no idea what the driver was referring to. This all makes so much sense now. This whole thread has been wild. Caught my interest when I saw Baker and then you saying Inwood. I used to live in Bunker Hill. Moved to a different state when in high school. So seeing the names of all the towns around the area brought some nostalgia. Is Jules Frozen Custard still going strong? So, okay. I use fake names, but you might be able to figure it out because I did just say places. They cracked the case. We figured out. It's a fucking weird artist. Is it just in a poem? Or is this like something, like, was she being truthful? I need to find out from OP here, because maybe OP might know something about this. So let's see. So here we go. Okay, so OP's actually seems to be struggling here. Okay. Do you live in one of the street gang streets where any new car is confronted by a bunch of dudes? Maybe the driver is just mentally ill. OP replies to that and says it's basically a well-traveled back road between two main thoroughfares. Not a neighborhood. No neighborhood's close enough to be a bother. No dogs, no potholes. At this point, I'm willing to believe that the property is haunted and I didn't like them. Halloween is coming up. Maybe your street is gold mine for haunted tours. Maybe keep the note as evidence. So somebody else says, and they wrote it very neatly, which means they took the time to write all that out, which required thought because there's rhyming words. I honestly hope they're okay and they get some help. It's got to be a mental illness or drug-induced psychosis, and not to be dramatic. But they know where you live now, so I would definitely take precautions and be aware. Stay safe, OP. OP writes back, yeah, I texted my mom a pic when it happened, and her first response was, are your doors and windows locked? Do you need me to come over? They get replied to that, thank you for not making it seem like I'm being a monster for worrying about your safety. People in these comments keep acting like I'm a monster for even posting it. Nah, that's wild. The note is absolutely bizarre, and that's a fact. It is. It absolutely is weird. But I hope this artist, she did really have a great rhyming scheme. Kind of. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not really into poems. More of a comic book / novel guy. But I will say this. I did like reciting such a poem on the air for you guys. Did I say on the air? Oh, you know what I mean. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we just got through 3 of the strangest stories that I found on Reddit this week. Now, I would like to appreciate everybody who clicks on this video and watches. Twitch is going to be canceled for a little, or suspended for a little bit until I can find a new headset. Like I said during 2 weeks ago during my last thing. Sorry for not posting a video last week, but it was so damn hot outside. It was like 90 degrees out, and I was just sweating in the mask. It was literally just the mask and nothing else, okay? So, I hope all of you have a great day, and remember, stay weird. And if you have been watching through my videos, I've noticed an explosion of views. If you guys have been watching through videos, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and then hit the notification bell to never miss an update on a video. And I hope every single one of you have a great day. Say goodbye to Mr. Mask. Bye.